So today we're on the car jump arena and we're going to be testing out if I can safely land a Caravan while towing it off a giant jump. And folks, we've got everything from wings, supercars, and some cool off-roaders, and we're going to see which one can keep this thing in one piece. So stay tuned until the end to figure out, hit that thumbs up button, and let's jump in. All right, folks, we are ready with the first round here. I have attached a parachute to the Scintilla, and I'm hoping this is going to make it to where we can just glide down with this Caravan. We're looking for minimal amount of damage here. Here we go. Oh, my goodness. You know, I probably should have checked to see if the parachute worked. Nah, you know what? It's fine. But yeah, Scintilla is normally pretty good at launching off the car jump arena and landing, and oh, my goodness. I wasn't expecting that to happen. You know, the bad thing was, it looked like it was going to land probably just fine without the parachute. The parachute obliterated it. Oh, look, we're back up at the top. Okay, maybe we shouldn't deploy the parachute. But yeah, I wanted to start off with the Scintilla because if I remember right, the Scintilla is actually really good and stable in the air. And I was like, well, yeah, you're going to have weight on the back with the Caravan, but maybe it has enough here to just have a nice landing. Here we go. Nice landing. That's what we're... Oh, my goodness. So, you know, I don't think that's going to count as a nice landing. Huh. I almost wonder if I've got another, like, parachute I could set on top of a vehicle. No, I can't set the parachute on top of the Caravan. That would have been amazing, but that is not a thing. All right, back to the top, back to the drawing board. Okay, so I have a Lamborghini here. I'm pretty sure this came from like a Too Fast server. I know there's gonna be some people asking, well, where'd you get these mods from? It's not about like necessarily, which by the way, I don't know who made the Lamborghini. It's not about the quality of the mod. It's about getting the Caravan down safe. So here we go. Oh my goodness. Let's see what happens here. I still think ultimately the Caravan is gonna want to flip over the front, so how do you counter that is the question. Hold on, let's check with this one. Wait, it wasn't as aggressive. Oh my goodness. I mean, there's damage to the front. Did the kids survive in the back? Probably not. There's no seatbelt. Actually, I take that back. I think some of these have seatbelts in them. You know, okay, editor, we're going to need to save this image right here. That's the most intact that the Caravan has been. We'll save this. We'll compare some at the end. Say if I don't get a completely clean run. But, you know, that wasn't half bad. I think it would be a shame not to try this with the truck, though. Let's try this with a proper towing vehicle. All right, so this is the Kodiak we tried out the other day. I want to just try with a different weight as far as the vehicle and see how it affects the Caravan. I'm still not giving up on the idea of a parachute. I just really wish I could attach the parachute to the Caravan. That would be an instant win, I think. But Lamborghini's definitely winning right now. The Scintilla doesn't even count because it just exploded. I mean, the other run wasn't that bad, but it still doesn't come close to the Lamborghini. Here we go. Kodiak mod. Let's see if this thing can balance itself. Oh my goodness, that is beautiful. Yes. No. No. Save it. Save the children. Save the children. There goes the axle. That's got to be a better run. I would say it's a little cleaner than the Lamborghini. I say we give that one more go. Yeah, that definitely goes above the Lamborghini. Like, it peeled off the front panel. Yes, it did lose the axle and the wheels. But honestly, that's the most intact. That was clean looking. You know, it's weird when you basically beat your objective, like, really early in the video. I think we could do better, though. All right, one more launch as straight as possible here. No inputs. Let it just naturally fall. Oh my goodness, stay on, Wills. Stay on. Yes! Okay, dude, I was clinched. Okay, we lost the right wheel, but look at that. Oh, slow down, slow down, slow down. It's about to become a boat. Nope, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. Okay, a little panel fell off, but yeah, we're good. All right, so it is possible to get down fairly clean with the Caravan. Can we get it down in pristine shape? Also, I'm kind of curious what other vehicles we could do this with. So yeah, Kodiak is definitely, I mean, it's the towing vehicle. I mean, it also comes down to like balance in the air. And that was beautiful. Also, we need to try something with wings on it. Not gonna lie, I want to try, this is another one I'm pretty sure came from the Too Fast server. I love the Viper. I don't think this is going to be better than a tow vehicle, but you know what? It has a tow hitch on it, so that's all that matters. Here we go. There's no way this thing lands, right? Because, like, the Viper suspension is not capable of taking jumps. All right, here we go. It's going to look beautiful, though. Here we freaking go, and the thing actually glides really well. Wait, what? Well, that wasn't good for the Caravan, but my goodness, we might need to take some of these cars back whenever we do another car jump arena, just like jumping challenge. I want to say, you know, honestly, the Caravan, I've seen worse. Also, I don't know what's holding that back like trunk lid on. Sure. Yeah, it actually tried to lift off there because I want to say it's got to be because of the big rear wing on there. That's beautiful though. Yeah, I would definitely slot this behind the Lamborghini though. The Lamborghini Caravan looked really good compared to this one. Okay, I need to try some more mods I'm really familiar with. We did mention wings. We have the Vertex mod. Do we think that we could perfectly fly this thing down? That's the question. Also, the Vertex mod has everything. I really hope this thing actually has a tow hitch. This has a tow hitch on it, right? That's like the one thing okay. Oh, thankfully it does. I was sitting there going like, that would really suck for this one not to have a tow hitch because the Vertex mod is like the be-all end-all of like, it's got every configuration you could possibly want. I don't think this is going to work. This thing actually flies really well. Oh no, I forgot it's JADO powered. You know, I wonder if we just took the JADOs off and tried to glide down. And yeah, because there's an engine in here. That would work. All right, here we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, I didn't expect it to do that. What was that? What was the liftoff speed there? Oh, there we go. Well, you know, by default, I don't think it's in... Well, no, yeah, it is in last place. It's definitely worse than the Scintilla run that we got that wasn't the parachute. Real quick, what was the takeoff speed there? All right, so pay attention to the bottom right. If I take off, say I take off the JADOs, because obviously it's got to have a launching point. There's 80 miles an hour. Oh my good... Dude, it lifts off at like 80s? That's actually much sooner than I pictured. I was going to say, hey, let's take off the JADOs. Let's drive it down and let it launch. But does it even become effective there? I don't know how aerodynamics work. I am a stupid YouTuber. That's why I do YouTube, by the way. Let me take off the JADOs, because I'm pretty sure that's a thing. So we'll take off the dual JADOs. So now it's strictly running off the motor. So let's reattach this bad boy real quick. Okay, now we're motor power. We got this. Totally, I think. All right, there we go. By the way, I was on a secret trip when I was thinking of the idea for this video. I went to NASCAR. I don't know why this is any bit relevant. You'll get more information about that soon. No, that was no different. It's just you would have to keep it below 80. I mean, we could launch off at like 70. I've never actually hit the brakes going down. But anyways, I was sitting there and we did a ride along at the track, which I'll provide footage of that later, not in this video. And I was thinking about like, man, how do these things stay glued to the track like this? We're moving fast. You got the big wing producing downforce. And I was like, man, it'd be kind of cool to like fly with something off the car jump arena with wings. And I was like, hey, let's try to get a Caravan down. I was like, but I don't know if that's going to work. So that's why I wanted to come up with the, hey, let's just, try to get it down with a vehicle, but maybe we could do a vehicle with wings. And as you can clearly see, probably not a good idea. Not a good idea at all. Let's maybe ditch the wings. Okay, I'm thinking big off-road suspension. I want to say this one doesn't have a tow hitch on it because it really wouldn't, there's not a reason for it to have a tow hitch. But man, I would love to use the Dennis W vehicle here. No tow hitch. Well, I got to launch it down. We're just going to do it real quick. This is not even like a part of the concept of the video. It just shows you how sidetracked I get. But I know I spawned this and people are going to be like, well, you at least could have driven it down it just to at least see what happens. So, all right, here's the Dennis W. Very awesome mod here. Let's just check it out. Look at that. That is freaking amazing. It's like, what can this Doom buggy not do? Well, actually, I take that back. It can't tow vehicles, but it can do everything else. All right, back to the top. Hold on, hit the water real quick. Wait, does this vehicle skid? I might have to bring this out in our next water skipping challenge. Okay, so we know the Kodiak had really good suspension. I'm trying to think, what's next? Like, what's the next really, really good vehicle that has suspension and maybe the weight is a little more balanced? So I always think of the Stambeco. It's front heavy, is it not? Because the engine sets in the cockpit under the driver. So I would think all the weight is towards the front on this one. So we shouldn't have any sort of like, oh, the vehicle's going to flip over. Also, what the heck just happened here on it? There we go. There's the tow hitch button. I've been clicking the wrong button there. All right, go ahead and connect these two real quick. All right, so right now Kodiak's in the lead with almost, I would say if I was giving that a score out of 10, it'd be like a 9. It didn't get a perfect 10. I'm searching for a perfect 10. I want the wheels to stay on this. So you're looking for a really light landing too. That's where I was hoping the wings were going to come in and actually help this situation, but that is not a thing. All right, here we go. Stambeco run. You got extra suspension in the front, I would say, though. She bounced. Oh, my goodness. It was like there was too much suspension. You know what? Actually, oh, never mind. I lied. I was about to say the Caravan doesn't look that bad. Okay, I'm trying to think in my head. Hold on. This one, if I'm not mistaken, I can deflate the tires. Is that deflating? Is that actively working right now? I don't know if that went down or not. Hold on, is that the groups? Or do I have to select a group or something? Oh, here we go. Okay, so the one thing I noticed there, this vehicle bounced like crazy. So maybe it's like the tires are almost overinflated. I don't know if the math checks out on that, but we're going to try it. So we've lowered the suspension, lowered the air pressure, hoping that when we land, it doesn't jolt us back up. Okay, here we go. Going for a good run here. Let's hope that we don't bounce this time. Going for a no bounce run there. So let the front absorb. Man, it's still bounced. It wasn't nearly as extreme. I definitely think lowering the pressures helped. Ooh, you know another thing I didn't think of. And I don't know if I could detach it. I don't know what's happening. Why is that stretching across the world like that? I wonder. So one thing I'm noticing, you get the landing. It takes a lot to woe these things up. Instead of using the parachute on top, like I was trying with the Scintilla, what if when I land, I deploy the parachute to slow us down really quick? I got to figure out what all vehicles are compatible with that parachute, though. So I do have a problem with said theory. So the parachute typically replaces the tow hitch. You can't have the two parts stuck on top of each other. That sucks, because I was figuring, hold on. This one doesn't so happen to have a tow spot, would it? Can I attach multiple of these together? So if I go tow hitch, there's nothing found there. Oh, is there any roof bar? This is a, and I wanted to use this one in particular. You know, we could try to use the other one. Let's see, air conditioner. I can't swap this out, can I? Real quick, I'm going to spawn in the default Caravan. I wanted to use this new one. This is one that me and Ashmaker were using in our tow challenge the other day. You've got the default one, but I don't think the default one, does it come with a, can I put a hitch on this one? I'm trying to figure out if we could parachute one of these down. So this one doesn't have a tow hitch either. Does this one have roof bars? You know, that would be one thing that'd be awesome to see in this game. One that we can customize a little bit more as far as a Caravan. Then we're going to take the bigger one down, even though, you know, setting side by side, I thought no, this one's definitely a little bit longer. Not by much, actually. They're pretty similar. This one's a little taller. We might have to try, I'm going to leave this one up here. I want to try it with the old Caravan. But yeah, we got to try it with this one. Let's use this car. I'm going to have to ditch the parachute. I'm going to go ahead and install it on the top just for funsies. Maybe I'll use it. Maybe I won't. You'll have to see. But yeah, I really would love to be able to use that back one, but you can't use it because it takes over the tow hitch. Okay, here we go. So that means we're going to have to try the Kodiak with the Caravan that's in the game too. See if we get a similar result. I don't think it's going to have an issue. Here we go. Scintilla with off-road suspension. Let's see if this one bounces as bad as the Stambeco. Okay, here we go. Big run here. Let's hope it doesn't bounce off. Ooh, look at the balance on that. Oh, it lifted. Oh my goodness, it's going to get crushed by it. Okay, never mind. But how did we end up in this situation? Yep, that thing definitely tried to lift on us there. That was ugly. All right, that one's not going to work. Okay, so I got a roamer here. We're gonna try it with this. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna defeat the Kodiak. If I'm being honest here, you know, we tried some weird things, weird, wacky things. If you guys were to try something, comment down below. This is gonna set pretty high. Let's see how this thing handles it. Here we go. We got a roamer here, looking pretty good. Really a shame I couldn't use the parachute in the back. I was just curious. Like I said, I feel like a couple of these would benefit. Oh my goodness, it's wibbling and wobbling. Okay, hold it still, hold it still, hold it still. Oh gosh darn it, son of a, okay, we already lost it. You know, if I could have released, actually the landing, I think would have been spectacular with this thing. All right, we got to try that real quick. Hold on, let's do this. Okay, we got a nice and easy. Well, I'm not wanting to carry both of you down. Wait, how did that even happen? Okay, hold on. Move the other caravan. I know you got to wait your turn is what it is. There we go. Okay, let's see if we can get down this real quick without wibbling and wobbling. There we go. But yeah, I really wanted to use that parachute at the back to see if I could slow it down, because I feel like a couple of these, the Caravan would have been in much better shape if right when I land it, maybe a little after, I could have slowed it down with the parachute. Oh, what is... This one is darty for some reason. It's like the suspension on it. Oh, gee. Hold on. Wait a minute. You know, oddly enough, the Caravan is in actually really good shape. Oh no! Oh jeez! Never mind, I lied. One more attempt. Why do I suck at driving this thing down in a straight line? It just starts. You get the speed wobbles with this one. Is it because the hitch is so high? Yeah. As soon as I get to this point, it feels like the trailer is partially driving the vehicle. This is a mess. I feel like if I could get off somewhat straight and not hit the wall on the way down, it honestly would probably be pretty freaking good. I can't do it. I cannot keep this thing from hitting stuff. Look at the landing, though. The suspension setup is perfect for it. I just cannot not get the speed wobbles with the Caravan. That's embarrassing. I felt like that was going to be good. Felt like that was going to be really good. You know what? One more. I'm hard-headed. I got to keep doing this. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that little talk earlier about the, the NASCAR thing. Just know that when I'm doing stupid things in real life, like getting strapped into a race car, I was like, hey, BeamNG ideas. I don't know where that came from, but yeah, maybe I think about YouTube too much. All right, here we go. Left side, left side, left side. Oh, that was a little bit better, but I'm sideways off the release. Pops the wheel off. Oh, it's going to flip it over this time. Or the trick. You know what? I feel like this vehicle, if I wasn't towing a Caravan, would be absolutely perfect for launching and landing off this jump. Also, I met Neil in real life. He mentioned if he ever became a billionaire, he would build the car jump arena in real life. And I was like, you know what? If I was a billionaire with you, maybe we could both invest in that. But I need to invest in a car that I can get down straight with. So I got a question. Does the Fligeon work? Where's the... Oh, the tow the tow hitch is like midway through. Can I still hook this up? Hold on. I'm still not like... I don't want to abandon... Oh, come on. Come on. Ooh, those are not meant to go inside of each other. I don't want to abandon the wings thing. You know, maybe we just need a Caravan mod that's... It's just got wings on it. Okay, hold on. Spray it with NOS because we totally need that. Wait, why can I not go forward right now? Did I break something? Hold on, let me reconnect these two. All right, reconnect. Are we good? Oh my goodness. You know, I didn't think about this thing not having the towing power. Oh, here we go. Propeller started. So this is without JADOs, so maybe this will work better. This is a dumb idea, but I love it. Yeah, I think we're going to have to give the crown, unless this works. Oh, this is not going to work. Oh, it's one of those situations where the thing you're towing is probably heavier than the thing that's driving. And as soon as we got on that decline there, it just wanted to come around. All right, so we're giving it to the Kodiak. But is there anything that we could do to the Kodiak to make it better? Obviously, it's the ultimate vehicle. I was hoping, I had high hopes. The Scintilla did good. The Lamborghini did good. The Scintilla that didn't explode, by the way. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I think, the Aruda? I think I'm saying that right. Does this thing have a tow hitch on it? It's got really big suspension. It's not a heavy vehicle, though. I'm worried that the Caravan's going to want to do the whole swap around thing that it's been doing with all the other vehicles. Just real quick, somebody's going to yell at me for not trying this one. Okay, wait a minute. Wait. Dude, that's stable. That thing's actually got... Oh, and I might have spoke too soon. It's mostly stable. It's definitely... Ooh, when it hits its top end. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, just drive straight. No. Okay. Yep, Kodiak. I didn't even know I tried it. It's just... It was a stupid idea. Dumb idea. Dumb idea. All right, so what we need to do to finalize this... We know it works well with the one Caravan. Let's go get the other. Okay, let's go get OG Caravan real quick. I don't know why I'm in that tow and trailer mood right now. Let's go grab this one. We need that thing where we can, like, maybe tow... I didn't even check to see if that's a mod. I probably shouldn't say anything yet. Is there a mod that you could tow multiple, like, Caravans? Like, it just really needs a... Well, actually, hold on. Let me look at that. I bet you could do that. With, say you had, like, a receiver hitch on the back. Like, I feel like the height... If it was mounted a little higher than where the bumper is, the rear bumper, it'd probably be fine. All right, here we go. So I wanted to try this with this one. Obviously, Kodiak's the winner. And we've tried multiple off-road vehicles. Like this one, this truck just handles it. I do say this one Caravan gets a little more speed wobbles than the other. It's a little less stable. But chef's kiss. I need a parachute, though. I need a parachute to slow this down. I'm hitting the brakes really hard right now. Dude, that was freaking beautiful. That was better than the other run. Oh, man. I love it.